Shazam!
Shazam! Fury of the Gods.
Big screen Vericon here. I just finished watching Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Let's talk about it. So Shazam! Fury of the Gods is the sequel to Shazam starring Zachary Levi, in which, by the way, I thought the first Shazam movie was incredibly underrated. I enjoyed it the first time I watched it, the second time I watched it, the third time I watched it. I've always enjoyed the Shazam film, and I have been very excited for Fury of the Gods ever since. I thought they did such a great job with that first movie, so I knew they were going to come back swinging with the second one. Unfortunately, with all the drama happening with Warner Bros., the hype for Shazam did die a little bit. A lot of people, including myself, don't really see how Shazam fits going forward. With the new Flash movie coming out this June, many are anticipating that DC is going to reset into the DCU instead of the DCEU, and only time will tell if Shazam is part of that reset or not. On one hand, I don't see the harm in bringing Zachary Levi back to play Shazam, but on the other hand, and really the hand that I intend to lean in the most, I do think DC should just reset completely after the Flash movie. We don't know for sure if that's going to be the case or not, so Shazam 3, to be determined. I went into this movie expecting it to be a decent film, no stakes, I can just enjoy, turn the brain off, have fun. Feels like 2007 all over again watching a superhero movie. Just go in and have fun. What I found instead was a movie with some incredible action sequences, some emotional stakes, not a lot of moments where I found myself laughing out loud. Some good LOL moments, but not a lot like I was initially expecting. Definitely exceeded my expectations. Now, I do not know if this is a movie that I can rewatch multiple times. Usually, the funnier these movies are, the easier they are to rewatch. If it's just action, 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 emotional weight, they're usually not the most enjoyable to rewatch. Humor is a big part, for me at least, humor is a big aspect of rewatchability. Now, that can be defeated if the movie excels emotionally and excels in its action sequences. This movie did, like I said, a very, very good job with their action sequences. It was so much fun to watch. The fights were incredible. They were bold. They did not hold back. It was awesome. But emotionally, the movie did hit, but it could have been so much better. And Warner Bros. Really kind of screwed that up. But before I get into that, I don't want to outright and share my big problem with the movie because I don't want to spoil it this early in the video. So I'll say this. The best part of this film, the best part of Shazam! Fury of the Gods, Rachel, Helen, Lucy, the Daughters of Atlas. They killed it! Absolutely 100% some of the best villain work we've seen in the DCEU. Structurally, this is how the movie went. It was very fast-paced. It felt like the movie really wanted to get you to that final battle. And when it got to the final battle, it dragged that final battle for a very long time. So a lot of things didn't develop the way I think they hoped they would actually develop, but they were such good choices that when they did hit those emotional marks of the film, you still felt it. It just could have been so much better if they didn't rush into that final battle. And this is when things are going to start to get a little bit spoilery, so you've been warned. The biggest emotional moment in this film for me was when Shazam was asked to turn back into Billy by Rosa, the foster mom, because she wouldn't see Billy one more time. They have this incredibly sweet moment, and Billy's hugging her. He says, "I love you, Mom." It's the first time he calls her Mom, and we know that that was a big deal because early in the movie, they alluded to it once that he hasn't really called her Mom, and so it was a really touching moment. But, like I said, they kind of alluded to that once in the movie. You didn't really see a relationship between Billy and Rosa outside of that one moment where he said goodbye Rosa instead of goodbye Mom. So it just felt kind of random. You know, the foster parents are kind of thrown into the mix at the end of the movie leading into that final battle. Very sweet moment. I felt something, but oh my gosh, I cannot imagine how much better that moment would have been if we saw a development between Rosa and Billy. There really wasn't a development between Billy and Rosa in the first movie. So it's just kind of one of those things where they threw it in there. It worked to a point just because the moment was so good and so well done. It's never going to hit me like that ever again because it is so random. Now, the second part to where emotionally the film fails. The first part, again, is because of how it was structured and paced. emotionally doesn't hit as well. The second thing, and my biggest problem with this movie, Warner Bros. Really screwed their own movie. When Black Adam came out and Superman's appearance, Henry Cavill's return as Superman kind of came out, not like officially, but they were pretty open about it, and people flooded to the theaters. Warner Bros. Saw that and was like, hey, this is a good way to sell tickets. So, a week and a half before Shazam! Fury of the Gods come out, Warner Bros. Releases a TV spot of Shazam! Fury of the Gods with, again, spoiler alert,
Shazam! Fury of the Gods.
They release a TV spot with Wonder Woman. Why? Why would you spoil your own movie? And so the big surprise of seeing Wonder Woman in this film is completely ruined. Even the director was surprised by that moment. Here's the other big no-no aspect of that. In the final battle, there's a moment where you realize Billy has to sacrifice himself. And that moment, with about 25 minutes left, before the final battle has concluded and everything's been played out, I knew exactly what was about to happen. Because Warner Bros. Spoiled their own movie in their own TV spot. Instantly knew that Billy was going to sacrifice and he was going to die. And after that, there's going to be a really touching moment of, oh no! And it was going to be a complete fake out. Shazam would not be dead. Billy would not be dead. Because Wonder Woman would come. That had to be the way she was going to weave herself into this story. And she was going to save or resurrect Billy. And that would be the film's happy ending. I knew exactly what was going to happen. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. There's this incredible moment where Shazam sacrifices himself. He saves the day. And then Freddy finds his dead body. And it's an incredibly grounded moment. And I would have hit me so hard if I didn't already guess and knew to expect Wonder Woman soon with Shazam, because Shazam's in the TV spot with Wonder Woman. And it's just like, it just completely ruined the ending of the film. And so I really do feel for the director, because you could tell he was and again, I'll show the tweet, he was surprised that that was shown. And you could tell he didn't, in that one tweet, he didn't want that to be revealed. That was not cleared by him in any way, shape, or form. And so I applaud them for trying, and it was not their fault. It should have hit so much harder. So that was a bummer for me. But outside of that, and again, the comedy not really hitting the way they wanted to outside of a few jokes, the movie is a lot better than most people expect. And a lot of people were questioning whether Shazam would even be worth watching because of all the DC drama and the reset with the DCU and James Gunn's new DC universe. I definitely think it is worth watching. See it in IMAX, see it in Dolby Cinema. It is so much fun. It felt like I was watching a superhero movie in 2007 again, where the movie's just awesome. You don't really care what happens after it. You're just enjoying that film in that moment. It's been a long time since I felt like that. So I highly encourage you to go see Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Go see it. Go see it in a theater and talk to me about it. Let me know your thoughts. I give this movie a 7.5 out of 10. If you agree with me, let me know in the comments. And be sure to like, subscribe for more content about movies, the entertainment world in general. Hopefully a lot of really fun stuff are coming our way. And I really hope that you hit that subscribe button and you're here when it does come.